Hey everyone, it's Vinny, and we're back at Keeneland for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday's cards. I got a couple plays on each day. Let's get into it. Race 8 on Saturday is an allowance race going a mile and a 16th on the turf, and I have two horses in here who I like. One is a bit of a price, one is one of the lower prices, but with a full field, this one is 4-1 on the morning line, and that is Haughty for Chad Brown. And I know she's 0 for 4 this year, and she hasn't looked great, but she's been running on a mile against much better horses than this field. And this race is a mile and a 16th. Her last mile and a 16th race was actually the Grade 2 Lake Placid last year at Saratoga, which she won. So I'm hoping the stretch back out in distance for Haughty gives her the edge today, and that she can finally find the winner's circle after really just kind of being mediocre all year. I think we'll see every bit of that 4-1 because she hasn't won at all this year. If she's as long as she's above 3-1, she is a play for me. Anything lower, and I'm off. The other horse in here who I like though is Fancy Martini, breaking from the 11 post. She's 15-1 morning line, but she's very good stalking, and from that outside post, I don't think she's going to get into any trouble. Her numbers stack up in here with some of the others. Her bad races are just when she gets in traffic trouble. So I'm hoping from the 11 post that she can kind of just sit 3 wide the whole way around and have something left for the stretch. She's 15-1. Maybe you don't play her to win, but I think she's a good one to at least use underneath on tickets at a price. I mean, when she finishes well. She's coming off the win last time out at Churchill. So I'm gonna use her, especially at 15-1. She's a horse maybe play across the board or just underneath on exactas and trifectas. Race number 9 is the Grade 2 Lexus Raven Run Stakes, and for 3-year-old fillies going 7 furlongs, and the number 7 Alva Star 2-1 favorite, main speed in here. Looks very tough, but her last 2 wins have been at 6 furlongs, and now she's going 7. She might be a beatable here. I definitely a horse I'm going to key some of my bets around, though, just because she could just absolutely floor this field. She's beaten most of this field before. But my top pick in here is going to be the number 6, Dazzling Blue for Brad Cox. She was no match for Alva Star going 6 furlongs, but I think the 7 furlongs and the pace being a little bit slower up front, I think is going to help Dazzling Blue here. Her best career race, in my opinion, was when she went 6.5, and she finished well against the late Maple Leaf Mel a few months back. So I think the added distance today, going back from 6 to 7 for Dazzling Blue, is going to help her. There is a chance that Alva Star is just way too good. So for that reason, I'm going to key Alva Star in an exacta with Dazzling Blue. And the other horse I'm going to use in that key is a number 4, Valva for Sherry DeVoe. She's just been a horse I've been a fan of all year. She shows up every time. She doesn't always win. She's one of those horses I expect to be finishing well. So that's why I'm going to use her in the exacta with Alva Star and Dazzling Blue. It's just going to be a key box 7 with 4-6, and if Dazzling Blue is at least 4-1 or higher, I'll play her to win as well. If she's lower than 4-1, probably going to have to look at the exacta probables before I play this. Don't want to play any. I'm hoping to get at least like 12-1 on this exacta. Anything lower, and probably not worth a play. Going on to Sunday's card, race number 5 is an allowance race going 5.5 on the turf, and going good for Brad Cox. Just always seems to run well. She's 2-1. She's 7-2 on the morning line. I think she's going to end up being more around 2-1. As long as she's above 2-1, I'm going to play her. She runs solid against good horses. She doesn't always win, but this field doesn't have anything spectacular in it. I think today's the day that she finds the winner's circle. Tyler's back on board, who was on her last time where she was the beaten favorite, but that field, looking at it, was a little bit stronger than this field, in my opinion. So I'm going with going good here for Brad Cox, hoping she doesn't get bet down too hard. anything below 2-1. Anything below 2-1, I think, is a little risky. But as long as she's about 2-1, play a win bet. Then moving on to race number 6. It is an allowance going a mile and a 16th on the main track. And I had probably my play of the weekend is the number 7 Black Rain for Todd Pletcher. Saez gets the mount. She's improved in both starts, including breaking her maiden last month at Aqueduct. She's 2-1 on the morning line. I am hoping that the line stays like this because I think the number 4 leading contender for Chad Brown is a bad favorite in this spot. As long as Black Rain is above 8-5, I will be playing a win bet, probably my biggest win bet of the day, or really the weekend here. I think this horse is just going very good right now, and I don't see any reason why going a mile and a 16th here, this horse just doesn't take another jump forward and really improve. That's number 7 Black Rain for Todd Pletcher. Well, that's it. I got 4 plays this weekend. Best of luck if you are playing, and I will see you next time.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. It's Breeders' Cup season, and we've got wall-to-wall coverage of the World Championships. Subscribe to YouTube.com/RacingDudes right now. Click the notification bell. You never want to miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.